The Ten Commandments were given by God to Moses on Mount Sinai. According to the Bible, this event occurred after God freed the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. When did this happen? The Ten Commandments were given after the Exodus, the event where the Israelites were led out of Egypt, which is estimated to have taken place around 1,200 to 1,300 years before Christ. Moses received these laws during their journey to the Promised Land. Who received the Ten Commandments? Moses was the one who received the Ten Commandments from God on Mount Sinai. He was tasked with delivering them to the people of Israel, God's chosen people. Why were the Ten Commandments given? The Ten Commandments were given as a guide and moral law for the Israelites to follow, to lead a righteous life and to maintain a proper relationship with God and with other people. Here are the Ten Commandments. 1. You shall have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. 2. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them. Exodus 24:5. 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Exodus 27:4. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work. Exodus 28:10. 5. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. Exodus 20:12. 6. You shall not murder. Exodus 20:13. 7. You shall not commit adultery. Exodus 20:14. 8. You shall not steal. Exodus 20:15. 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Exodus 20:16. 10. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Exodus 20:17. The Ten Commandments have had a significant influence, not only on Jewish and Christian religions, but also on the laws and cultural values of many societies around the world. Following God's commandments is important because they serve as a guide for living a righteous, moral life and for maintaining a proper relationship with God and others. Here are the reasons why we should follow God's commandments. 1. Love and respect for God. God's commandments express His will. Following them is a way to show our love and respect for Him. By obeying, we acknowledge His authority and goodness in our lives. 2. Maintaining a strong relationship with God. The commandments serve as a guide to keep us close to God. Disobedience leads to sin, which can separate us from His grace and blessings. 3. Moral guidance and order. God's commandments teach us the foundation of morality. They guide us in proper behavior, not just toward God, but also toward others. They help maintain peace, order, and harmony within society. 4. Protection from harm. Obeying the commandments protects us from the consequences of sin. The commandments act as a safeguard against actions that could harm ourselves, others, and our relationship with God. For example, avoiding theft, lying, and murder keeps us away from harm and conflict. 5. Blessings and eternal life. According to God's promises, obedience to His commandments brings blessings and goodness into our lives. It not only benefits us in this life, but also leads to eternal life. Obedience is a path to salvation and eternal life with God. 6. Being a good example. By following God's commandments, we set a good example for others and future generations. Our lives become a testimony of faith and obedience to God, which can inspire others to know Him as well. In summary, following God's commandments is not just a duty, but a way to express faith, love, and commitment to His plans for our well-being and salvation.